This debate, you need to watch it if you haven't already. Not only is it like me debating well, but it's just fucking hilarious, and it's so entertaining to watch. It's one of the few videos I can go back and rewatch. I can never watch my old videos because I can't stand the sound of my own voice. I feel like I did so well in this debate, I go back and I rewatch it regularly. I heard there was recently a really bad heat wave up in the Pacific Northwest up there, and honestly, it's gonna be a pretty hot summer. It has been a very hot summer, and if you're like me, and you have trouble with staying hydrated when it's hot out, and you sweat a lot, or the heat just gets to you, then you need cold water. But going back and forth to the fridge, that's a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. So why not keep your cold water with you in a bottle that'll keep it cold for a long time, is easy and convenient to use, and not to mention, looks pretty damn stylish. Introducing the Coldest water. It's a brand that has a lot of different products, but my favorite thing from them are their water bottles. I actually have two of them. And I gotta say, I really like this upgrade. You versus who she tells you not to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you would like to get one, you can actually get it for a pretty good discount. The link in the description. I have an affiliate code as well as an affiliate link. Go check it out. I get a cut of whatever you make, and you get a fairly sizable little bit taken off of the total buy if you pick anything up. Earlier this morning, my girlfriend went ahead and put together a tier list of all of my notable debates I've done on my channel, so that I could come on here today with all of you and do a retrospective on each of these debates and rate my performance. Now you're going to find a bit of a pattern. All of my old debates, I'm probably going to put as the lowest tier because I hate them, and I did them back when I sucked at debating. But my more recent ones are probably more likely not going to end up higher up. But with that said, let's get right in. So Lonnie labeled these. The last one's Yikestiny. I don't know why she named it Yikestiny. I guess because, like, yikes, but I would just name it Yikes. But so Yikestiny, we're going to say is like F, like awful. Oh, you really whiffed there. Missed a little, be like, you really could have done better. You really could have done better. Like, you fucked up a little. Based is like, all right, you did good. All right, yeah, you did all right. Yeah, cool. Don't miss was like, damn, you did good. And Xanderhal is like, you destroyed them. Just for a little bit of like an idea of how I'm rating these. So we'll just go through it in order and see what happens. Debating a 15-year-old Trump supporter. This is an old one. So old I was playing on 2B2T while doing the debate. I'm going to put that missed a little. Not because I was wrong or I didn't do well in the debate, but because my debate skills were garbage back then. You can see, like, just based on the thumbnail, how old it is. It's back when I had a fucking green screen and I had the forward-facing camera. Awful time in my streaming career. I don't miss it. I'm just going to say missed a little on that one. Fuck that one. It was a friend of mine that I wanted to get, I was trying to convince a friend of mine who I'd played Fortnite with for a while, because he was like a Fortnite wannabe pro player, and so I was just friends with him to try to get wins in Fortnite, frankly, to not be a Trump supporter. Didn't really work out. Debating an anti-feminist, I'd say this one might actually be a Xanderhal. It's fairly recent. It's from this year, and it wasn't super long, but I ended up, by the end of the debate, completely convincing my debate opponent. If I at the end of the debate, my debate opponent completely changed his mind and completely agreed with me by the end. That's a Xanderhal. If you ask me. The debate I had with Augie and Bowblax about Pokimane, I'm going to say is a low didn't miss. I could have done better, but there were some things I had to concede, such as Pokimane false striking Bowblax, which I obviously was like, yeah, fuck Pokimane for that. And I think I could have, like, nowadays probably worded my arguments better, but also I wasn't friends with them yet. Like, I wasn't really, like, I was in a very hostile environment, and it was a 1v1, or it was a 2v1, so I could have done better, but I still think I held my own pretty damn well. And obviously I'm friends with them now, so clearly I didn't do that bad. Debating a Christian leftist. This debate. If you can stand my production quality from back then, you should definitely go back and watch it. There was this dude, he was like this Wokescold who made a bunch of videos responding to me, and then we finally debated, and I fucking wiped the floor with him, and he continued to make more videos on me. This is a long time ago, back when I lived in Florida. Fucking destroyed him. Huge Wokescold guy. Fucking got him. The Dusty Smith debate. The CultOfDusty debate. Yikes to me. Now, the reason why I think this is one of my worst debates would have to be because, one, I made a really dumb decision and stayed up all night for it because the debate wasn't scheduled until I believe the night before or something. I don't know what the reasoning was, but I'd literally been up for like 24 hours when I did that debate, but I won't use that as an excuse. My biggest mistake here was trying to defend Shoe on Head. For those that don't remember, the reason this debate happened was because Dusty had like a, admittedly, by himself, drunken, unhinged rant about Shoe on Head being friends with me and Vaush. So I quote tweeted him and made fun of him a little bit because he was acting very, as he admitted, unhinged because he was fucking hammered. And then we got into an argument and we scheduled a debate. What I wanted the debate to be was arguing whether or not someone who's done bad things in the past should be allowed on the left. That was my goal. But Dusty managed to like zero in on Shoe specifically, and I felt like I was in a position where I had to defend Milady's honor or whatever, right? Yeah, also I didn't have like a very many like good retorts to the arguments. Like now if I had to do that debate, I'd probably do well because I've heard all of like I've heard every argument people have used against Shoe on Head. I've criticized Shoe on Head. I could easily defend her being on the left now, but back then I didn't know like how deep so many people that hated Shoe on Head were willing to dig shit up that I wouldn't even know about. So yeah. Then this debate that I don't remember. I don't know who I debated here. I can't rate this one. I don't remember this one. I know the thumbnail says fucking liberals. I guess this is back when I was like a little bit more hardcore lefty, but I don't remember this debate. I know it has Buttigieg in it, and Bernie, and then me. I assume I was debating a liberal? A Bernie or Buster, maybe? I guess it could have been... Every Bernie or Bust debate I did was either didn't miss or Xanderhal, but we're going to leave this one off because I don't remember it. And I don't remember the title either.
Hey,
what?
that was you debating your mom.
That was me debating my mom?
Yeah, there's a Buttigieg one. The one with Buttigieg in thumbnails. I'm pretty sure you're debating your mom about...
Oh, yeah. Okay, that is what it is. Oh, yes, this is me debating my mom. I'm just going to put this one at base because it wasn't a real debate. It was just me, like, calling my mom and seeing how much crazy shit she'd say for you guys to see that you could laugh at. So it wasn't a real debate, but I'll put it in the middle, like, base, like, average, you know? Breadpilling Extreme Dad. We did not succeed in that goal, so I'm going to say missed a little. Also, as you can tell, same age of content as the debating a 15-year-old Trump supporter video. You can tell. I was not that good at debating at the time. I mostly just sat there and like laughed at Extreme Dad while he like went on weird unhinged rants. If you want to see really funny, if you don't know who Extreme Dad is, go watch Vaush's video debating a conservative while high. He's something else. I think it turned out he has brain damage. But yeah, it was funny. The Hippy Dippy Championship, undisputed Xanderhal, absolutely. I fucking popped off in that shit. I popped the fuck off in that Hippy Dippy Championship, and the only reason I didn't win, I would argue, in hindsight, or at least make it to the top 3, was because I got kicked by Dylan. I never got voted off. Dylan kicked me. I was popping the fuck off. I feel like I really did well. I'm actually going to put that as out on the front as one of the best debates I've ever done. It was on a championship debate panel that I really didn't even think I was going to do well with. And then we've got another banger right off the bat. Another Xanderhal level 1. I'm going to go ahead and put right behind Hippy Dippy. This debate, you need to watch it if you haven't already. Not only is it like me debating well, but it's just fucking hilarious. And it's so entertaining to watch. It's one of the few videos I can go back and rewatch. I can never watch my old videos because I can't stand the sound of my own voice. I feel like I did so well in this debate. I go back and I rewatch it regularly because of how funny it is. The Horny police debate. This was around when I first moved to California, and I debated this lady, Cancel Couture, and her boyfriend in a 1v2 with Riley Grace moderating, and they were trying to argue that I guess that I groomed Lonnie, because I guess she was a fan. It was about the sex cult drama. I fucking destroyed them. It was hilarious. It was when me and Lonnie very first moved in together here in California. So fucking hilarious. It was my first 1v2 that I most definitely won. Had a lot of fun with it. This one's from just a couple days ago. Talking to Hunter Avallone about violent political memes. I'm going to put myself at didn't miss for this one personally. Mostly because it was a conversation and not a debate. Like, we weren't really that contentious. Our voices never even raised. And at the end, Hunter was like, okay, yeah, we can agree to disagree. I understand why you think that way. So, like, if I think any debate where you come out with both parties thinking, yeah, I think you're reasonable, you're cool, I understand why you think that way, I think that's automatically, like, you did well, you know? Yeah, I think I did pretty well. Also, Hunter's a good debater. Especially lately. He's gotten better. I think with, like, enough practice, Hunter could probably be on the same level as Vaush and Destiny in debate skill. Absolutely. Absolutely, I think Hunter could be if he puts in enough practice. I can see the potential in him. Yeah, for anyone wondering what the Horny Police debate was, the title is the legendary 1v2 debate against the Horny Police. That's the name of the debate. Definitely go watch that. Here's a viewer debate I did that was more friendly, that I also think I'm going to put in the didn't miss one. It's a more recent one, as you can tell from the thumbnail, because it's good, and Lonnie made it. More recent, between me and a fan who was a little bit more on the Truscum side, or a little bit more on the, not Truscum, but she was a trans woman who was maybe a little bit more on the transmedicalist side, more so than the more on the side of things that you know, we're on, right? Yeah, I think I did pretty well there. She came out of it agreeing with me, so what can you say? Debating IzzyBear713. I'm actually going to put that right behind Horny Police because, I originally didn't think I did all that well, but Destiny ended up reviewing the debate on stream. And this is before Destiny's community didn't like me. This is back when I lived in Florida is when I did that debate. But the whole time, while watching my debate, Destiny's chat was spamming Godstony Xanderhal. And I remember back then I was such a big Destiny fan still at that time. I was so excited about that. I went and I took a screenshot of it and I shared it everywhere in like Discord with all of my friends. Because like, look, Destiny's community is Godstoning me. As a DGGer, they don't hate you. Yeah, I don't think they hate me all that much. I think some people do. But I don't think most of them are very liked in Destiny's community even. Oh, I soy-faced. I soy-faced when that happened, but I'd say that one's up there. I think this is my... did I ever do a debate with Kalvin Garrah? Or is this me talking about it maybe? Because I know I did the debate with Kalvin Garrah while like high or drunk or something. But it was on Riley's stream. I wasn't live. I just hopped in because I saw it was happening live. I just used that thumbnail for it. Okay. I'm going to put this at based. The reason why I don't feel like I did all that well in this debate isn't because of my debate skill. I'd say Riley was debating better than me, for starters, in that debate. But two is that Kalvin is immovably stubborn in a debate format. Like, no matter how much data or anything I threw at Kalvin, he just would not, like, even consider it. He was so stubborn. Immovably stubborn. I couldn't. The thumbnail here gives it away. The really bad debate thumbnail thing gives it away here. But the Korviday debate. The fucking Korviday debate that Lonnie put in here twice. So I'm going to go ahead and just disregard the second one. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the Korviday debate as very last on the Yikesy one. The Korviday debate is by far my worst debate ever. Let me give you guys the story behind this one. Korviday is a Wokescold YouTuber who you probably know from a recent drama where he got really mad at Hassan Piker. Got really mad at Hassan Piker because Hassan made fun of him for saying that touch grass is ableist. I'm not kidding. This person thinks that saying touch grass is ableist and would, quote, die on that hill. So Korviday was one of the people, along with Thought Slime, who pushed the false narrative that I had a sex cult. And it was either Korviday challenged me or I challenged Korviday to a debate about the problems Korviday had with me. Now, Korviday had tweeted about 20 things about me in like that month leading up to the debate. And about 18 of those things were about the sex cult drama, which I came there very prepared to fucking destroy. I came there fucking ready to destroy Korviday on that sex cult shit. However, Korviday said that he wanted to do it with ChudLogic as the moderator, who ChudLogic has since apologized to me about this, because he had his own false accusation drama happen to him as well, and he knows what it's like. What Korviday did was last minute, right before we went live when we started the debate, said, had ChudLogic, who did not know that the accusations were false, basically banned the sex cult drama as a topic in that debate. I wasn't allowed to bring it up, even though it was like 18 out of the 20 tweets Korviday had made about me. The 2 other tweets were about, like, that it was bad that I said the R slur, which, like, yeah, no shit, you know? And so I was stuck there just having to be like, yeah, I mean, sure, yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't say the R slur, ableism is bad, for, like, 30 minutes or something. And then everybody thought that Korviday destroyed me, which really sucked because I actually came there to debate about literal slander that Korviday was pushing. And then like a week later, I put out my video debunking that whole drama, and then the whole opinion on me kind of flipped. But had I put out that video like a week earlier, we probably would have been okay. Don't weird champ ChudLogic. He didn't know. He didn't know. ChudLogic didn't know. ChudLogic had no idea that that drama was completely falsified, and he's since apologized to me about that because he didn't realize that Korviday had like manipulated him, right? Though it is nice to say Korviday's online career has since been kind of had a bit of a damper put on it because Hassan really dunked on him following the touch grass is ableist thing. Also, Korviday has a tendency to throw shit at people on Twitter, then immediately block and go private, which is just not a good look. Like when you're starting shit with people on Twitter, then when they respond, you block them and then go private completely. Like I can't count the amount of times that Korviday has locked down his account. So yeah. Well, in hindsight, I think my reputation healed basically back to everything it was before and better with the Korviday situation. The debate itself was awful. For reasons that weren't necessarily my fault, but I should have come prepared for if anything bad did happen, such as the moderator saying we weren't allowed to talk about the main topic we were supposed to be debating. I should have been prepared for that. Here's a really old one that I guess I'll just put in base because I don't remember very well, but I assume I did all right. Are Wokescolds real? Debate with LeftistLemon. Old viewer and fan of mine, LeftistLemon, from really early on. We had a debate about whether or not Wokescolds were a big deal. This is before cancel culture was quite as big of a talking point as it is now, but yeah. My debate/conversation with LongBeachGriffy, I'd say I'd put that around here on the Xandergod tier. This happened shortly after my debate with Destiny, which, if it's on this list, will definitely go in Yikestiny. And I just didn't do well. I just did not do well. Didn't do a very good job. Like, I was, once again, this is one of the things that I... This is one of the things where I... Fuck. The Destiny debate was really bad, and we'll get into that when we get to it. But right afterwards, I did the LongBeachGriffy discussion, and people were saying I did amazing. Me and Griffy are friends after that. Me and Griffy are chill. He invited me onto his podcast and to get me some Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which I've never had before, but he tells me is very good. So sometime in the future when COVID cools down, I imagine I'll be going on his podcast if he's still up for it. So yeah, that's definitely on the Xandergod list. Wasn't even a debate. It was more so just us having a conversation. Didn't he get canceled this week? Yeah, he did, but he deleted the video, so he knows what he did was fucked. Oh god, this one's definitely, I put this like probably around here. The fucking Nazi who was defending the Nazi who came on to defend Scott Cawthon was so good. Dude, the Scott Cawthon fans were so mad in the comments of that one. Like, why would you debate this person? This isn't a representative of us. And I was just responding, oh, I don't know. I mean, these are the people who are coming up to debate in favor of Scott Cawthon, people who believe the Jews run the world and gay people are degenerates. I mean, because you had a bunch of people that were like normies who don't hate gay people but still want to defend Scott Cawthon, seeing me debating a Nazi defending Scott Cawthon, which really upset them because I sort of, and I did this a little bit on purpose, implicitly kind of said that people defending him were Nazis. But, I mean, clearly, yes, there were a lot of Nazis defending Scott Cawthon. They were coming on and wanting to debate. So, yeah, and I did really well, obviously. So yeah, debating a PewDiePie fan. I remember this one. It was nothing crazy. It was just about whether or not PewDiePie was like irresponsible with his platform. By the end, he agreed with me, so we'll just put it in didn't miss. There's nothing particularly special about that one. Die on that hill is pretty ableist. Not everyone gets hills on. Not everyone gets on hills. True. Debating rags, I'd say it was based in that one. I definitely won the debate, but we didn't. My debate skills weren't as good as they are now. If I did that debate today, it would probably be like top of the fucking list because Rags was not a good debater. And I went easy on Rags too because I like him. I was a fan of Rags, like a big fan of Rags for years. Back in the day when he did like taking down console peasant videos, because I was obviously a big PC guy. I'll put it in base. Like, yeah, I did good. I did all right. But like, obviously you can tell it's old. It's back when I had the green screen, the awful lighting, and the horrible thumbnails. But yeah, if I did that today, I'd probably be better. This is just a matter of not as much debate experience. This one hurt Re-Education's career. I feel like, oh, sheesh, thank you. Time to hit the weed. Wow, I had to exhale a few times to get it all out of my lungs. Sheesh. Give me a moment. Yep, remember Twitch mods, weed's legal here in California. I'm 22 years old. I'm completely legal. Wow. That hits strong. Okay. Well, let's continue then. Debating another Scott Cawthon fan. Pretty sure I either didn't miss or Xanderhal in this one. I don't remember this one, but I'm going to give didn't miss, because if I did really well, I'd remember it. Wait, fuck, I do remember this one. Well, that was a Xanderhal. It wasn't like a crazy one, but I'd say it was a Xanderhal. I remember that one. That wasn't too long ago. Yeah, okay, that was the one with the guy that was just like, no, but like, he donated money to other charities, and I was like, why does that matter? He donated tens of thousands to right-wing, like, openly homophobic and openly transphobic candidates. Yeah, that one was really good. No, I remember this one. People, like, this guy got really dunked on, because he said at one point, what was it that he said that was, like, really stupid? I think he'd said, oh yeah, maybe Trump didn't mean to be transphobic when he banned all trans people from the military, or when he tried, like, I listed all of the policy that Trump and his constituents pushed that were, like, anti-LGBT, like, listed all the policy that he passed or attempted to pass, and he said, well, maybe Trump didn't mean to be homophobic with that, or maybe Scott Cawthon didn't hear about it. And I was like, bro, if he knows enough about Trump that he's donating tons of money to his campaign, he knows that policy. That was a good one. This one's also going to have to go up into Xanderhal tier just because all I had to do was sit there and laugh my ass off while my debate opponent made a joke, like a fucking joke of himself, so much so that a lot of people thought he might be trolling. I don't think he was. He just started laughing maniacally like the Joker about halfway through the debate, then said the N-word and left at the end after I just owned him on everything and he had nothing else to do. That's easy Xanderhal. When you leave your debate opponent with nothing to do but say the N-word and leave at the end, like, there's not much you can do. Awful lot of S tier. Well, you didn't label them that way. You gave me five tiers. Awful. Could have done better. Okay. Good and great. Like, you know, I think I did great in that one. Most of my more recent debates, I think I've done well. Lauren Southern, though. All right, Lauren Southern. The Lauren Southern debate. Now, I know this might be a hot take, but I'd only give it a missed a little. All right? I think the first part of the debate, I did pretty damn well. I apologize for the loud-ass Buffy theme song in the background. My mom's watching Buffy in the living room. I'd say missed a little. And the reason you cited the wrong study, the thing is, how much does that say about my debate skill if I can cite the wrong study by accident and still, you know, nobody calls it out? And she still can't call it out. No one calls it out until well after the debate. What's that say about my debate skill and how well I did if I was able to refer to the last... I know compared to Lance I did well, but we're not comparing to other debates and other people doing debates against that person. I'm just setting a baseline for how I think I do based on my debate performance broadly, like on average, right? And how people responded to it. Yeah, I think like had I really just stuck, like I think every segment of the debate I did with Lauren had like a damn, Xanderhal brought up a good point moment. You platformed her too. No, Lauren platformed me. Lance platformed Lauren because Lance is bigger than Lauren and me. Lauren platformed me. Okay, I got more attention from that than Lauren got attention from me. Okay, absolutely. Don't even fret. Lauren platformed me. Yeah. Also, I have to say the post-debate meme where Lauren Southern retweeted a tweet saying that I was obviously hitting on her during the debate. When she retweeted that during the debate, maybe that's not a win debate-wise, but that did make me feel nice because that sort of gives the implicit idea that she wanted to believe I was hitting on her. That made me feel nice, and that adds a little bit of a bump too. The trans topic she completely conceded on, so that kind of bumps it. You know what? No, I'm gonna up it to based. I'm gonna up it as completely average as far as it goes, honestly. Yeah, then she quickly unretweeted it. I'm actually gonna up it to average because I remembered she actually completely. Didn't you call her a MILF once? I call her a MILF all the time. She's a MILF. What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm actually gonna put it on based, but at the very low tier of it because she completely conceded the trans argument. Like unironically, like if you go back and rewatch that, she wanted to move off of the trans argument and conceded it to me. That was 1/3 of the debate. She conceded in the 1/3 of the entire debate. That entire topic, she conceded it. That at least bumps it up to based, I think. Like average, like you did okay. You could have done better. You did okay though. Like on the list of bad, below average, average, good, like very good, I'd say I did average insofar as like debates go. Didn't destroy her, didn't win, didn't lose really. Just kind of came out of it neutral, I'd say. It was a push. All right. Veganism and Philosophy Debate. That was very recent. Gonna drop that on just didn't miss. I was debating some random chatter who wasn't very good at debating, and we had an annoying philosophical discussion. I think most people agreed with me. I think I debated just fine. I'll put that at didn't miss. Abortion debate with SprouticUs. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to SprouticUs, but it's hard to not Xander God a debate against SprouticUs. He means really well, but he is not the greatest debater, but he's working on it, and I respect his hustle. But he's got a lot more to learn. I respect him. I love the guy. I think he's cool. I'll absolutely smoke some weed and have a beer with him if he wants. He's a great dude. But and he's close. Bless his heart. He's close to the right positions. He's really close. But, you know, it's a debate with SprouticUs. It's a Xander God, you know? Oh, God, I feel so conceited because I always think of myself, I promise you guys, I always think of myself as being a shitty debater, okay? I've always thought of myself as being a very lackluster debater, but so I feel bad for putting so many of these at Xander God tier, more so than any other, but like, the recent debate that we had with that one guy who said he's not afraid of trans people, so he can't be a transphobe. Like, can we agree that's a Xander God when my opponent says I can't be a transphobe, I'm not afraid of trans people? Wasn't that also Sprout? I don't think so. That was CTV. No. That was CTV. I know we mixed them up, but that was CTV. Yeah. That was a fucking Xander God. I was debating CTV. God, I totally forgot about the CTV debate. You know why I think I forgot about the CTV debate? I think it was because I think I'd gone like many hours without sleeping and then passed out right afterwards. And I don't remember anything from right before I passed out. That was Sprout that said that? No, that was CTV. No, it was CTV. You only debated CTV on Hippy Dippy? No, hold on. Let me check my channel. I mean, we could check. Here's the video. Who did I debate here? Oh, it was SprouticUs. Oh, it's broke up into two. Oh. Got it. For some reason, I thought I did a 1v1 with CTV, but it It must just because I'm very high right now. This is a concentrate pen, by the way. I'm not a lightweight. This is a concentrate pen, okay? And I debated him a lot on Hippy Dippy and thought that I had debated him then SprouticUs, but it was really the SprouticUs one was so long and it was two such different topics. We broke it up into 2 videos. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think I'd put this right about on par with, yeah, the both of them I'd put like right next to each other in Xanderhal. I mean, I did, it's SprouticUs, you know, like I said before. Whew! I'm going to put this one as based. This was my debate with, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but he's a black guy who, did a debate with Vaush as well and was more so on the side of the Wokescolds and was quite annoying. He was quite annoying. I forget what his name is. It was like opposing opinion something. This right opinion, I think it was. Not socialist MMA. It was like this blank opinion. Suck my opinion. It was Suck My Opinion was his name. Yep, thank you, Lonnie. Yeah, Suck My Opinion. We were debating about like the harm of Wokescolds in the left and leftist optics. He was obviously wrong, but this is so long ago. You can just tell by the thumbnail. This is during the Florida days. I was not as good at debating back then, so I'm just gonna, by default, put it in based, just like average, because I know I wasn't that great of a debater, but I know I won it. But I won it back then, which, like, you know, means I couldn't have done. I wasn't that good back then, you know. Whatever happened to him, he went down the road that all the Wokescolds did. Nobody liked them, and their channels are small and insignificant. That's what happens when you're a fucking Wokescold. Xanderhal, I'm warning you, if you put me into Yikesing, I challenge you to a rematch. Wait, Straraptor Flock? When did I debate you? Did we debate about abortion? You might not be on here, because it was mostly just, like, more modern and or like debates with other creators on here. What did I debate Straptor Flock about? I can't remember. No, I'm talking about in the chat. Okay. Willy Macshow is easily one of the biggest W's I've done. I don't know if I'd put it up there with the Horny Police, but right behind it maybe. Willy Macshow had the most unfortunate line of events occur to him. God, I feel so bad for him because I know he's probably a better, smarter and better debater than he is. Like, I really do think our debate was a fluke and he just did uncharacteristically bad in that debate against me. And I just lucked out maybe that I did so well. I don't know, but God, did he just not bring his A game that day, because Willy Macshow was in the unfortunate position of having talked an unbelievable amount of shit prior to the debate. Like, here's the thing. I tend not to talk very much shit before I debate someone unless I'm very confident. Because if I talk shit and then lose, I look so fucking bad. But if I'm humble leading up to things and then I lose and remain humble, it kind of softens the blow. You know what I mean? But he didn't do that. He really talked shit and talked a big game before the debate. And it just didn't turn out well for him. It was so bad that even in the comment section of the video that was uploaded to AugieRFC or whatever it is, which was a hostile audience to me. Like, they like me a bit now. But that was back then especially a very hostile audience, and they agreed that I won. So that's definitely going up there. Wow, one hit from this really got me high, and I feel it's a good high. I'm very pleasantly high right now. Really, really, like, it's good. I do miss sativa. It's nice to be smoking a sativa again. This one I'm going to go ahead and put on mist a little, actually. The Tranime Girl debate. Not so much because she won. Like, people agreed that I won after that debate, I think. Because, one, it should have only been about an hour long, if anything. And two, it was back in the day when I wasn't that good at debating yet, and very obvious gotchas that I had at the time, I just didn't take advantage of because I didn't know better. I wasn't as good at debating at the time. There were some moments there, like, if I went back and rewatched that would have been like, wow, I really should have fucking known. Wow. Holy shit, that should have been obvious. We never got part 2 of Tranime Girl. Yeah, it's sad. We were supposed to have a follow-up. Maybe one of these days. The sad one that we never got was the debate with the offensive T-slur. Remember her? The one like Truscum lady? The Truscum trans girl that I covered that I was supposed to do a debate with, but she dropped out. The offensive T-slur is her unironic name. It's not the offensive T-slur, by the way. It's the actual slur there in her name. That's what she calls herself. Oh my god. This is my first ever Truscum debate. I'll put that in didn't miss because I remember it going well. I remember crushing that girl and really doing well in that one. I remember that one. I remember feeling really good coming out of that one. Oh, hey, Scrimzox. Welcome. I remember feeling really good coming out of that one, even though it was like a long time ago and I wasn't a good debater back then. But, yeah, that one was fun. That was my first ever Truscum debate. That was my first time ever, like, isn't there also a dude called the offensive T-slur? I'm so high, I might be mixing up Tranime Girl and some trans dude, honestly. I'm so fucking stoned. Like, one hit of this thing fucking annihilated me. I'm on board with whoever this is. Oh my god. I'll use a lot. I want stronger stuff, because then I use less of it. You know? And it lasts longer. Yeah, no, I just think I did pretty well on that one. Honestly? How do you guys think I did? I know I at least did a didn't miss, because Vaush ended up agreeing with me in the end, and his entire comment section agreed with me. Like, this was a one debate, like, easy. It wasn't even a debate. I was just, like, trying to convince Vaush, like, as a, like, friend to friend, like, content creator, I think this is what we should... Leftist to leftist, honestly. Here's what we should be doing. And he ended up, like, really seeing my point. The comment section seemed to agree that I won. What do you guys think? Here, can we do a poll? Between, like, let's do a poll. Between Xandergod and Didn't Missed, which one gets the most? Because I could go either way. Because, you know. Easy S tier? I don't know. I'd say based. I couldn't go that low in, like, his comment section when the top comments were saying I was right. When the top comments on his videos, on the video, were saying I was right, it's gotta be at least Didn't Miss. Either based or didn't miss? Damn, you guys are making me feel bad about myself now. Well, for based or missed a little people, you can put your votes into didn't missed. Why is it between based and didn't miss? No. Make it between didn't missed and Xandergod. Okay, clearly people prefer didn't miss over based. Now let's see. Let's do sort of like ranked choice now. And see didn't miss versus Xandergod, okay? We want didn't miss versus Xandergod now. Like, we're doing ranked choice voting here. I'm leaving this one all up to you. Really? Put it in Xandergod for the simple fact that you beat Vaush? Yeah. Actually, fuck the poll. Unironically, I think that was Xandergod. I'm putting it at the very end because, like, well, nah, people voted didn't miss. We'll put it on the very beginning of didn't miss, okay? That'll make me feel better. Damn, way to destroy my self-esteem. I felt like, God, I beat Vaush in a debate. People said that I won a debate with Vaush. That's nice. And then you guys just fucking shot me down. You popped my ego bubble. Oh yeah, is Trump a fascist debating a viewer? I'd say I didn't miss on that. Somewhere around here, maybe. I remember that one. I did good. We literally just debated and went over all of, like, the tenets of fascism, and he said, okay, well, I'll come back next time with a better understanding of fascism, and then I'll beat you. And I was like, okay. Oh god, I mean, easy Xandergod tier with Zoomer Nation. I don't even know what happened to Zoomer Nation. I think Zoomer Nation had a lot of mental health problems that we should not speculate on, and that I hope they got their life in line. That's all I'll say about Zoomer Nation. And I think everything else is just a repeat, right? Yeah, it's all of them. All of these are just copies and clones of ones that are already on there, because they all doubled for some reason. But yeah, I guess we'll zoom it down perfectly. The Destiny debate's not on there. Destiny's. Oh, here it is. It only came up once. Okay, there it is. There it is. I mean, obviously, like very low end of yikes to me. I'd say maybe just short of the. No, I'd say all the way the worst. I'd say this is my worst ever debate. Because this is my. You'll notice there's a trend in the 3 debates that I think mark my like are like bad Fs, like F bad marks on my like scorecard. These 3 debates, there's something all 3 of them have in common. I was defending somebody, or in the case of the Korviday debate, quite similar, I was blindsided about what I was actually debating about. In all of these. Here I made the mistake of trying to defend someone else's honor to mend a friendship that I frankly didn't want to see go away, though I later found out wasn't actually a friendship. I was not clued into how close Destiny and Vaush were off screen, but I had a good idea that they weren't that close. They were not quite as close as many people made them out to be. But it was really just, I shouldn't have been there. I just shouldn't have done that debate in the first place. It was a stupid thing to debate about. I was trying to defend Vaush to keep the bridge from burning between him and Destiny, because, you know, I like seeing them interact, and, you know, I like both of them, or I liked both of them. And also people thought I did pretty badly, and I didn't debate well. So I'm going to put that at the very bottom. These 3 debates were all marks on my career, and they all had a few things in common that I've changed a lot of things that you'll notice that my newer debates do. I feel like I've done pretty well in a lot of my newer debates, but insofar as like the ones I did badly, I learned things from each of them. Mostly know exactly the topic I'll be debating going into a debate, prepare for that topic, and if some bullshit happens, like, oh, sorry, changing topic last moment, you don't let anyone know. You let everyone know that you didn't know that was going to be a topic, and that whoever was running the debate fucked you over by changing some shit up last minute that you couldn't have possibly prepared for. Those are the 3 things I learned from all of my debates that I've done. But specifically from these 3. And you can tell, my more recent debates, all of these are older debates. The most recent one, I believe, is the Destiny one. Maybe the Dusty one? I can't remember. One of these 2 is the more recent one. It's up to you to find out which one is more recent. But yeah, since then, I've been pretty damn, like, good with my debates. I've improved. The Dusty one was more recent? Yeah, the Dusty one, I think, was more recent. I'm so stoned right now. It's insane how much One Puff did to me. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it's great. But yeah, I think I've learned from those 3 debates quite a bit. And my more recent ones, I have done considerably better. So if you disagree with my take, let me know. Hey, you know what? In the comments of this video, if you disagree with my ratings for these debates and you want to do it again, make your own little debate. I can put a link to this, actually. I will put a link to this in the comments, and you can make your own, and then at me your tier list of my debates on Twitter. Lonnie will drop the link in the chat right now, and I can put it in the description. Or in the, like, pinned comment. You guys can go to your own tier list with this. You can just do it just as I have here, with the same link, and I'll share it on Twitter, and you guys can send me a link to your tier list of my debates. I want to see other people's perspectives, because obviously I'm biased in favor of myself when it comes to me, you know, rating my debates. But for you guys, you aren't as biased as I am in my favor. You might see things a little bit more objectively and give me a more accurate view of how I've done on each of these different things, right? Anyway, that is my tier list of debates. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, ring the bell icon, subscribe, make sure to ring that bell icon.